I'm going to just touch on a few subjects just to update the community on a number of small projects. Number one, the hospital. As you know, since Irma, we've been working on a redesign for the hospital. That process is ongoing. Expectations are that the revised drawings, so that's the changing of the structure and the design to bring it up to post-Irma realities in terms of hurricane resistance. Those drawings are currently being worked on, and the anticipation is that they will be ready to submit to VROMI in the first week of August. So then VROMI has their time to review the drawings, and then once the building permit's approved, we move on to the next phase in terms of executing the actual construction of the hospital. Another subject I'd like to touch on, the technical and vocational courses. These were offered with NEPA in conjunction with MIC IT. There was a 2-day registration drive. So far, the ministry has reported we've had 23 individuals that have expressed interest in taking the course. These are Masonry Level 1, Plumbing Level 1, Carpentry Level 1, Electrical Installation Level 1, Welding Level 1, and General Property Maintenance Level 1. The registration process is continuing. Actually, people who are interested in attending these courses can come to the Department of Labor Affairs and Social Services Monday through Friday between 8:30 and 3:30 in the afternoon. So again, anyone who's interested in participating in the reconstruction economy in St. Martin, so you have the desire, but you don't necessarily have the skills to participate, we are offering training courses in order for you to gather those skills so you can participate. Again, congratulations to the White and Yellow Cross. You know, they just successfully graduated a number of individuals from their program. So the process of training people to participate continues. Another project to update the public, the food voucher program. As you know, we had phase one. Phase one was where individuals were required to come to the building, fill out applications, evaluated, and they picked up their vouchers here at the government building. Phase two, so phase one completed. Now we started phase two. In phase two, this is much more of a community outreach program. So there's actually 2 ways for the food voucher program for individuals who are in need. This is our basic necessities voucher. There's 2 ways for people who are interested in still getting assistance with buying food, basic needs, either via your community councils. So there's 3 community councils that the ministry in particular is working through. That's the one in St. Peter's, Dutch Quarter, and Cole Bay. That's across from ACE. So if you're in need, you can go to the community councils and speak to the individuals there, and they can give you guidance in terms of how to fill out an application. The other thing is the ministry is going out into the community. So we're listening to the people in the community. We're getting referrals from people in the community. If they, in particular, our focus is on those who are maybe less mobile, so perhaps they're elderly, don't have transportation, or perhaps have some sort of disabilities. So if you know neighbors who you think may be in need, contact the ministry, refer them, and then we're going out into the communities and going basically door to door. For this month, actually, we have scheduled 89 visits based on information and feedback we've received from the community in terms of, in particular, those who are not very mobile. The other point in the program, as you all know, there was a fire at the Carrefour supermarket. Carrefour was one of the participants in terms of receiving the food vouchers. So now, because they're not operational, we've added another supermarket to the program, and that's the Fairway supermarket. That's the one that's the old Sangs supermarket, the one on the way to Point Blanche. So the 3 supermarkets who are currently participating are the Fairway, Prime, and Sunny Foods. Phase 2 so far, we've helped about 1,500 people. They are receiving assistance in our basic needs voucher program. Some changes in the program, very positive changes. We are going digital, so we're using tablets to accumulate our information. The good thing is this will give us a better tool in terms of measuring the effectiveness of the program. But this is an integrated program. Besides just the basic food vouchers that we're handing out, We're also assessing the community. We're also trying to figure out if people need financial aid, if they need medical aid. So we're giving guidance to people who would qualify, how to fill out the applications, how they can access services through the ministry, as well as providing psychosocial support. You know, it's my belief, and I've seen it already, as soon as Hurricane Beryl was floating around in the Atlantic, you could feel a very palpable change in terms of people's tensions levels, the stress in the community, and I'm afraid that for the hurricane season that's going to continue. And I think more than ever the need to give support to those in the community who find that they're anxious and having difficulty dealing with another hurricane season. The ministry is there to provide services for the community. So again, if you feel that you need help, reach out to the community councils or reach out to the ministry here at the government building. The last project I'd like to update you on is our reintegration shelter. This is a shelter that's located in Sucker Garden. It's a 2-year project which started in February of 2018. It was in the media already. We contracted the Dr. J Foundation to provide the management and social services. So there's a number of social workers that are stationed at the integration shelter to provide service to the residents, but also for those in the community that feel that they need psychosocial help. They're there as a resource for the community. So the shelter offers a temporary solution to displaced residents and for those in our community who are a little bit vulnerable and who need assistance. Its primary goal, or one of its goals, is to provide not only decent, safe, and clean living quarters. We also provide meals there, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So, everyone who needs help can live somewhere that's clean and safe. But besides that, it's much more than that. We provide professional guidance with social workers to assist persons to regain their independence. And what do we mean by that? We mean that we help them to develop their employment skills, we help them to find gainful employment, and we also help them to find a permanent living solution. So we're very proud of the work that the shelter's doing. Already in June, 13 individuals have successfully transitioned out of the shelter back into the community. And in July, we're projected to have 8 individuals, again, reintegrate into the community and moving out from the shelter. So through a combination of things, the shelter was going through renovation. The shelter's been totally renovated, so all new furniture, TVs, everything. And so through a combination of completion of the renovations of the units, as well as the successful reintegration of customers back into the community, we now have additional space in the shelter. So if people are looking for safe accommodations and some help to get back integrated into the community, we encourage you to apply for one of the spaces available in the shelter. There's a number of ways of doing that. You can either visit the shelter directly, again, that's in Sucker Garden, or the Social Services Department in the government building, or again, via the same community councils that are providing assistance with the basic needs voucher. That's the St. Peter's, Dutch Quarter, and Coal Bay. So there's a number of different avenues for you to find help. The ministry is here for the people.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Tell them. Connecting you.
The Ministry of Justice will be celebrating its annual International Justice Day by hosting a week of activities from Thursday, July 12th to Sunday, July 15th, to commemorate all the men and women who daily put their lives at risk to help keep our community safe and secure. The theme is St. Martin Stands Strong, Justice for All. As a small island, we have displayed remarkable strength despite the seemingly insurmountable challenges we faced. And in so doing, we've proven that justice does in fact work in favor of all of us. It's my hope that you will be able to join us and celebrate this together. So I'm hereby inviting everyone to come out and enjoy all the activities at the Festival Village on Thursday, July 12th, when we will be having some fireworks and a movie. Friday, July 13th, we will be having karaoke from 7 to 9, and then Control Band will be playing and take us into midnight, hopefully. And then on Saturday, July 14th, we will have the Family Fun Day from 1 to 8 p.m. And then on Sunday, we have the official ceremony with the march going through town at 8 a.m., followed by the church service and the award ceremony. So I look forward to invite everyone, because we believe in building a closer relationship with the Justice Ministry, the community stakeholders, as well as the residents of our island. I know that normally they do an entire week, but because of our financial constraints, we've reduced it to the last, from the 12th to the 15th. So I ask you to come out. And on a other note, I just received word that one of the police officers, Quentin Rogers, has passed away. I'd like to extend my sympathy to his family, his friends, and to the force and ministry in general, and Godspeed. Thank you very much.
Government's plans for the following: 1, the old administration building; 2, the post office; 3, the old fire department; 4, the marketplace; and 5th, the parking lot.
I heard the old administration building, the post office, the fire department. I'm missing one, and then the parking lot, the marketplace. Well, I know that the old fire department will be demolished. That has been already a decision by the Council of Ministers. We are looking also into the old administration building being demolished, the marketplace and the parking lot and the post office. Within short, there is going to be a plan of such, and then we will make sure that the general public have that information. But there are plans to do something with those 3 areas. The parking lot, I believe, which parking lot? The one here at the Government Administration Building? The last report that I got from my ministry, at least, is that there was a lot of questions as to when they're going to open it back up. I know that they were busy working on some electrical issues relating to such, but I will get an update on that. But there are going to be plans with those 3 areas as it relates to the post office, the marketplace, and the parking lot, and we will diverge such within short.
People all across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIB MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 Fun Mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of Fun Miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to My Card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free Fun Miles with first use. Switch to My Card today at WIB.
Fun miles from within your reach.
Tell them, connecting you.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
1,
2,
3,
4. This is how common it is to develop a mental illness. 1 out of every 4.
4,
4.
4. But there is hope. Today, most mental illnesses can be managed and treated. Visit your general doctor if you feel concerned about your thoughts and behaviors or have some difficulty dealing with some of life's issues.
If you have been diagnosed and are suffering from a mental illness, keep in mind these 4 points that you manage.
1. Get regular checkup with your general doctor.
2. Stay on your treatment plan to prevent relapses.
3. Find a strong support group in your family and friends.
And 4, never be afraid to ask for help and look out for the warning signs of your illness.
Remember, you are not alone. We are as close as one.
2,
3,
4.
Learn about mental health illness by going to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
Hi, what's up, St. Martin? My name is Rene Leverett, and I play baseball. And I have represented St. Martin in numerous international tournaments and professionally around the world. Sports matters to me because it reveals and develops character. So I challenge the business community to step up for sports and help us rebuild and repair our facilities. I also ask the community to nominate local businesses in your area to take the challenge and step up for sports. Because hashtag sports matters, hashtag are you in?
Question to Minister Lee. You make emphasis on the construction of our hospital. Over months and years, there was conversation about medical tourism. Is there anything in the refurbishing and also medical tourism at our hospital?
Thank you for your question. Yes, there are provisions in the hospital for medical tourism. Again, to recap what's happened with the hospital. Post-Irma, the design specifications for the hospital needed to be upgraded in order to be more hurricane resistant based on our current reality. In order to fund that, one of the decisions that was initially made was to remove the wing and take the funds that would have been allocated for the construction of the wing to allocate towards the reinforcement of the main building. Already post-Irma, one of the first things we've done is lobbied the Dutch government very hard for financial assistance to reinstate that wing. Those discussions have been ongoing and have since extended to the World Bank, and all preliminary discussions are very positive, and we believe that we will secure the financial assistance to reinstate the wing. In the wing, there is space that's available to be used for medical tourism. So the idea is, yes, that there should be a provision for medical tourism. That said, there's different concepts of medical tourism. One is that you outsource it to some third-party individual who basically rents the space and does whatever is financially most interesting for them. So, for example, let's say cosmetic surgery. So it might be something that may be financially beneficial for them. Instead of performing those operations in the United States, they would perform them here, where perhaps insurance is cheaper, taxation's different, so there would be a financial benefit for them to do that. The other would be to look at services that actually the population here would like to be able to access, but we don't have a large enough population to make a business plan to justify those services. My idea for medical tourism would be that we focus on those services and bring in people from the surrounding islands to use those services, thereby making the business plan financially viable. But the short answer to your question is there are long discussions and provisions about how to accommodate medical tourism.
Thank you, Minister Lee. Andrew Dick of the Daily Herald, you have the floor.
Good morning to all the ministers. Minister De Weaver, with Justice Week coming up, the pro bono lawyers, the strike is still ongoing. I did ask for an update 2 weeks ago, no answer. Is there an update on the strike? Is government doing anything? Is it a priority?
Thank you very much, Mr. Dick, for your question. Of course, it is a priority. The representative of the lawyers, Mr. Cord Merckx, has been in constant contact with my office and my cabinet. An agreement was sent to them so that they can sign. We are busy working on that. Again, previous decisions are haunting us. Things were done in the past without a Council of Ministers decision, without changing the law, without an agreement. And we want to make sure that moving forward it is done in the right way. So the constant dialogue is between my legal advisor and Mr. Cord Merckx. I'm CC'd in all the emails, and they should be meeting this afternoon at 3, and hopefully we can sign the agreement and move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister De Weaver. Stephen Cerulean, you have the floor.
My question is for the Prime Minister. It has been drawn to my attention that plans are now in the works to move the employees of the post office to the census office. Can you elaborate a bit more on that?
Yes, indeed. And again, thank you for that question. We are busy trying to resolve, and as you know, for a couple of years now, the post office. There were issues and challenges at the post office. So based on assessments that we are conducting with the Accounting Bureau, we have decided to move the postal services over to the census office, or the civil registry, the old civil registry department, as a temporary solution because they have to vacate the premises where they're located at this current moment. So it's just a temporary solution until a more permanent location can be found for the postal services. So it's basically trying to find a solution before they become homeless. So it's the government's responsibility. The space was available, so why not put them there and try to resolve the problem before it escalates any further.